Hi everyone, and welcome to my craft room or my happy place. Today we're going to make the second of our series of March cards to go. Remember, there are 3 cards to go in March. We've already done the first one, and today we're going to make the second one. So let's just get to it. So I'm Carol Tennant, and this is Carol's Cards to Go, and we have 3 cards to go for the month of March. We've already made this one. Today, we're going to make this one. We have an inside to it. And next will be this one. So I'm Carol, and I'm with Carol's Cards for Fun, and this is my online store if you're interested in any of these products. So I'm going to move that aside. And one more thing I want to tell you, we've been working on a paper pumpkin journey, so I just want to share with you, this is going to be hard to do, the paper pumpkin ordering period for this month is closing tomorrow. So there's only one more day to get this month's paper pumpkin. And they've done something unusual this time, is they've actually showed us what they're going to give us in the kit. And the kit looks like it's going to be like mountains and trees, which I love. It does make, I think it makes 8 cards. But I'm not quite sure, but it makes cards this time. We get these stencils and a Stampin' Sponge and everything we need to make, I believe, 8 cards. Of course, that comes with glue dots. It comes with, it looks like linen thread this time, and really pretty envelopes. So I will be going through at the end of the month demonstrating what's in this kit and the cards that it makes. So the last chance to get this is tomorrow. So if you want it, time is ending. Okay? So let's get on with today's card. So this is today's card. It's on terracotta tile. It's really simple. It's using, again, the Quite Curvy set. And I've just used 2 die cuts to do it. And before we actually make the card, I want to show you my little secret, because I'm cutting out several of these cards to go, and I wanted them to be similar, not exact, be similar. So what I did, any minute now I will tell you what I did. Hold on. Here it is. I think I've told you before that I use these self-healing mats for my bottom plate in my die cutting machine. I use the regular top plate, and I use a self-healing mat for my bottom plate. So in order to cut several of these that are very similar, I actually got out a new one, and here's a piece of the paper, and I lined it up about like this, and then I took my dies, and I haven't brushed this one out from the last one I cut, but you see where I laid it. You see the cut line here? So to cut several, I just made sure that I laid them on the lines. Make sure you look at the cutting edge, because I want the dots on the bottom. I laid them on the lines like that, and then I cut one, and then I put another piece of paper down, and I laid them back on the lines, and I cut them. And that's how I've made several of them that are fairly consistent, if not exact. So everyone is just a little bit different. And just to know, a normal A2 card would have this panel to be 5 1/4. But so we could have this gap between here, I cut this down to 5 inches by 4. 5 inches by 4 instead of the regular 5 1/4 mat size. You can see it's just a little smaller. So how to assemble this? I sincerely doubt you need my help, but I will indeed just show you how to assemble it. Okay, in your kit, this aside. Put it where you can kind of look at it as we go along. This is my ribbon. So in your kit, you will get the card base. You will get a piece of terracotta tile as the card base. You'll get a piece of soft suede, and then a basic white panel for inside, and then you'll get these 3 pieces. Now, since you get 2 each in your card kit, I've made sure that I put together some removable tape so that you know that these 3 go together. And the tape is removable. It won't harm your paper. So once you get your kit, you can just take that off, take your tape off, and just very simply lay them right down here with some space between them and adhere them. So let's just go ahead and do that. Getting out my liquid glue, my favorite liquid glue, which this one's getting a little empty. Whoops. I may have to grab another one. And I am going to take a little bit along this edge because I really don't want it popping up. Okay. And this just goes on the top. Leave a tiny little border. Now when I have a top, a bottom, and a middle piece, I like to do my top and bottom first. And that way I can center my middle piece in between them. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one. And again, I love this little tip. It doesn't let me get too much glue out, as long as I don't really squeeze it with all of my strength. Okay, just leaving a little border there, and I hope I left enough in the middle. Yes, see, I left enough in the middle so that I can just have just a little tiny bit of the cardstock showing through. And I'm just going to add this. Right here. Now you'll notice I actually had 2 types of designer paper that I really liked. So I just cut up some pieces. So some card kits will have this designer paper, other card kits will have this one. I can't decide which one I like best, so it's a toss-up on which one you'll get. Okay, so for this part, this is cut out of the Tasteful Labels dies. It does coordinate with the Tasteful Touches stamp set. And the stamp set's fine, but the dies are what I really love. So if I just had a choice and I didn't necessarily need the stamp set, I would not hesitate to just buy these dies by themselves because they are awesome. And I've used them with a lot of projects. I know you all know that my Stitch So Sweetly dies were definitely part of my favorite dies. But these are also some favorite dies, and you've seen me use these a lot. And these are the Stitched So Sweetly, oops, there we go, Stitched So Sweetly dies. And these are called the Tasteful Labels, and I tend to tape them on with my stamps that coordinate, but Tasteful Labels. So I just wanted something to add a little extra to this. So I am going to adhere this with a dimensional. I still have these little bits of dimensionals here left over. I'm going to give it at least 2. Oops. And now I pulled this sentiment from another stamp set. The Hello sentiment that comes with the Quite Curvy would work just fine. See, there's a little hello down here. This one's obviously too large. These ones are made to stamp along these edges here, and they fit really nicely. So the hello sentiment, if I want a hello. The other thing, I believe I did a little video about introducing the butterfly. I think that looks really cute on there. So I could stamp a greeting, but I think today the mood tells me that I want to put that little butterfly on there that comes with the new Butterfly Brilliance. So that's what I'm going to do. And this card could be used for anything. Okay, I've got the little butterfly, and I've used some of the pearls, the basic pearls that come with that you can get in the embellishments section of the catalog. And I'm just going to stick him on there, and I think just for ease, I'm going to grab a glue dot because I could definitely use my fine tip glue, but I think I'm just going to glue Dottie on there because glue dots will definitely work with this. And now let his little wings poke up. So yeah, you can put any sentiment. Remember, these are so that you can put, oh dear, I forgot to put my ribbon on. Oh dear, well that's okay. Everybody does stuff like this. So I'm going to show you how we fix it. Take your little spatula guy. And you pick up those dimensionals. Who hasn't forgotten to put their ribbon on when they wanted it on there? Pick up those dimensionals. Just lay this ribbon down and give it some tape. Gotta make sure my tape isn't too big. There we go. And then I'll just put a little bit of glue on my dimensionals because I've already pulled off the sticky part. Ta-da! Who says you can't fix it if you make a little boo-boo? And besides, creativity doesn't have to be the same every time. I'll just trim my little edges a little bit. Ta-da! And you'll notice this is a little slightly different ribbon than what I've included in your card kits. This is an older ribbon, and I don't want to use up all of this ribbon because I have it in your card kits. So that is the outside of my card, and now I just need to do the inside. So what I did was I pulled out the Delightful Daisy stamp set, which I'm doing right now. Or is it the Daisy? It's a Daisy stamp set. One moment, please. Let me grab that. Well, I don't know what I did with that one. So I'm going to punt. I'm just going to pull out this Garden Wishes set that we've already used. And I'm going to get this large image right here and just put it on the edge. I'm going to go ahead. I don't know what this is going to look like because I haven't done it yet. So bear with me. Okay, I'm just going to stick it on the side here. And I know I got my grid paper out so that it would protect my surface, but that grid paper is so pretty that I just don't want to mess it up by stamping off. So I'm going to use the soft suede, which coordinates with my background paper, and I'm just going to ink that up. Probably didn't need that many pads, but and just stamp it down. And I don't know what sentiment yet, so I'll do that sometime later. And I'm going to get out my lovely little Stampin' Chamois and wipe that off. That is just so awesome. Now, I actually keep mine in a stamp case. Put that away. I keep mine in a stamp case like this and just usually wipe my stamp on it like that to clean it. So, stick that away. Put my ink away. Bring my paper back. And we'll just build the inside. Oh dear, that one's kind of clogged. It does happen with these. If you don't keep that pin in the fine tip, then you have to clean it out with the pen, which can be done for sure. Okay. So there we go. Card number 2. It's just a little bit different, but that just goes to show that you don't have to. I mean, these are made so that you can use whatever you have. So use your artistic, I got him on there a little crooked. Oh well, let's move him. Use your artistic creativity and make what you want out of these card kits. So, card number 2, and coming soon, card number 3. So obviously, no matter how hard I try to be organized ahead of time and keep everything here that I need, I might mess it up. But I'm looking forward to seeing what you all make with these, and I will be sending out a couple of kits today. And if you want one of these kits, please let me know. There'll be details in the blog post with the video, and I will talk to you soon with card number 3. Oh, remember tomorrow is the last day. March 10th is the last day to get the paper pumpkin if you want to go on the paper pumpkin journey with me. I don't know what we're going to do with it this month. We'll make the cards as they are. We may even like intermingle the pieces. I don't know yet because I haven't seen the kit. And we'll be doing that at the end of this month. Remember, Paper Pumpkin, the last day to order is the 10th, and then it's shipped sometime after the 15th. So somewhere near probably the last week of March, we'll be putting together the Paper Pumpkin kits. So see you soon. Bye.